Hey everyone, welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore and our Human Paladin. I appreciate you joining me today, and I hope you are all doing well. Today, we are starting off by taking on the Captain's Treasure quest within Westfall. Thought about it for a bit, and I'd like to see what this one is all about, especially without any guides or reference from the internet or anyone else for that matter. We know what we're looking for is a ship with an anchor attached to it, a rusty anchor at that, and it's going to be along the coast somewhere. So let's find that first clue and let's get this treasure hunt underway. Got a nice sunset going here in Westfall with some nighttime ambient sounds. So we'll see how long this quest takes. But once we are done, the plan is to head back to Stormwind and check with our trainer. I'd like to see what our abilities are going to cost us at level 24. And I also want to investigate the armor vendors to see what our future upgrades are going to look like. And if it turns out that we have some extra cash that I feel we can spend, I'm going to try to pick up some more 8-slot bags as well to upgrade our inventory. I believe we have a quest to turn in as well within the city, so there's lots of stuff to do in Stormwind. Let's check this boat here, since it's the most obvious. But we are looking for one with an anchor. There's definitely a few ships along the coast. I'll try this one first. I think, it might not be this one though. I know there's one that actually has like a flag on it. No, it is this one. Okay. Let's clear out the area and we'll go check it out. Few murlocs within the ship, and of course hugging the coast itself, so we're gonna have to be careful within our approach here. It's a good thing that we are very over leveled for this area though. Oh, and you know what, I didn't realize it until just now, but there is a dot on our mini map, so this must be it. I think we guessed correctly. Well, that's cool. I wasn't expecting to even get a, potential turn-in location for this quest, but I will take it. It's nice to have some confirmation there. It's in a weird spot, though. It looks like we're kind of right on top of it already. Oh, this is the anchor. I guess that would make sense, huh? I just assumed the anchor would be underwater. Alright, so let's search that footlocker once we take out this Murloc. The footlocker slowly creaks open. Sand and water seem to be its only contents. But wait, a small crab scurries out with a clue to the treasure in its claws. The clue to the treasure reads, "Good work, matey. Now you need to head due east. East up the bluffs, east to the road. Look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road. There you'll find an old barrel with your next clue." So east up the bluffs, east to the road. Look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road. Okay. I think I know exactly where that is. I think we may have actually investigated that area at one point. I think there's a couple of those types of dilapidated spots, but I think there was one here in particular. It was within this spot, maybe it was down here closer to Moonbrook. It was in a spot where we hadn't, it had a name, and we had to discover it on the map. But it seemingly had no purpose. Maybe this was its purpose. The clue did say on the, or off the road, which I feel like, you know, this maybe doesn't fit that description perfectly. But we'll check it out. Yeah, it's that one in the distance there. Yeah, that's right. It's called Demont's Place. Yeah, not really much of a road over here, but maybe there was at one point that led into Moonbrook. Got a Pathstalker here. I don't see a chest of any kind, though. Let me see here. Let's read this one more time. Look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road. There you'll find an old barrel. Okay. Old chimney on the side of the road. Well, I don't think this is it. Only because I do not see a barrel here. So I suppose we'll head over to the road. There's only so many of those within Westfall, so let's head over to the road. We'll head north of Moonbrook, since that's where we came from on the beach. And we'll keep an eye out for a old chimney. Alright, we are just outside of Moonbrook now, to our right. And we are on the road. The road is a little messy on this side of the map. I think the main road on the more eastern side is a little bit more built up and traveled. There is somewhat of a broken down... Oh, that must be what we're looking for, though. I was going to say the Alexton farmstead also has somewhat of a broken down, like, you know, building over there with a chimney, but yeah, this one right over here, this looks like it would fit the bill. Or is it? Need to find a barrel of some kind. I'm also a very oblivious person in general, so I would not be surprised if I just randomly missed it. But, I mean, if these aren't chimney ruins, I don't know what is. Unless I'm just not looking hard enough. So we got some other farms down the road. The only thing I'm worried about, I suppose, is you know, if like the barrel disappears when like another player picks it up. And then you have to like wait for it to respawn. That would be, you know, because there's kind of like a broken barrel right here. That would be unfortunate if that were the case. Because I'm not sure what else would actually fit this bill, considering that this is also very in line with where we found the ship on the coast. So, yeah, it could be the case, and if it is, then we might be better off heading over to Stormwind and then coming back and trying again at that same spot. But I'll follow the road up. I'll keep following the road up, and we'll see if we stumble upon any other sort of ruins that would fit the clue. Yeah, another thought that just came to my mind too is, I mean, if assuming that all the clues are relatively the same as far as them appearing as quest turn-ins on the minimap, then I feel like we would have seen a dot of some kind. I guess again, unless the barrel just completely disappears when another player clicks on it, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little strange. So at the moment, I don't think we're going to be finding any other chimneys on the side of the road. I know there's one that's like kind of close to Sentinel Hill. So let's just take the road all the way around. We'll end up in Sentinel Hill. We'll see if there's any along the way, and if there isn't, we'll head over to Stormwind first. take a little bit of a break from this, and we'll take care of business in the big city, and then we'll come back. And we'll try the same spot again. I'm pretty confident that it should be the right place.
Looking for something specific?
Well, Mr. Antonio Pirelli here has some very good pieces of gear to sell, like lots of great weapons.
See you later.
I gotta remember this guy. Or when we have characters that can actually equip green items. So we got another chimney on the side of the road. I'm familiar with this one too. This one is close to the flesh rippers, I believe. Not the low-level ones, the ones that are around level like 14 or so, I think. There's also a lot of boar, I think, on this side of the road. Let's check it out. Let's bring our UI back up. Let's see if any dots appear. So far, nothing. And ironically, this one actually has barrels, but they are not clickable. Alright. Let's take that flight path to Stormwind. I'm pretty confident that it was that one that we saw right around the Alexton farmstead. It just... I don't know what other ones they could be talking about. I think we've seen all the chimneys that we could. So we'll just go back and see if the quest item is there. Back in the big city once again. Let's go hop down. I think our quest turn-in is with Matthias Shaw over in Old Town. Let's just go ahead and take care of that first, since we're on that side of town anyway. And I almost forgot we do actually have an ability to pick up at least one now that we're 22. I believe it's going to cost us 40 silver. We're at 2 gold, 85 silver right now, which is pretty good. Oh, and you know what? While we're here in Old Town too, we can check out the armorer. Yeah, the limited immunity. Yeah, I almost forgot about this place. Oh, hello. Got a walking quest here.
Well met.
What's this here? The color of blood. Bitterness flows through my veins like a cold river. My grandson, Mac, was such a good boy, a mere 14 years old. When the army was sent off to the front, Mac took up arms to defend the city. He was a guard in the stockade, where the Defias gang is locked up. Mac reprimanded some of the prisoners for tearing their wool blankets to make scarves, a symbol of their gang. For that, Mac was stabbed in the back. I want revenge. Bring me 10 of their precious wool bandanas. They are the color of blood. Collect 10 red wool bandanas. I mean, she mentioned the stockade. I mean, that's not happening, right? Well, let's accept the quest and let's open up our quest log. Yeah, okay, it is a stockade quest, so we'll drop it, but still good to read those things anyway. Let's enter limited immunity and go ahead and check out the heavy armor merchants. Alright, so what are we looking at here? We got the polished scale set still. Super expensive. Don't know if we're gonna go through with it. And then it jumps up to like 45 here. I don't see anything less than that. Okay, we got 32. The augmented chain set. It's also when we get our first helmet, if we survive that long.
What can I help you with?
This is some of the lower level stuff. Yeah, I mean, it looks like the polished set is what we would have to deal with until 32. Unless we can find another vendor somewhere else in the world that sells something at like 25 or something. I don't know if I want to take the risk on, waiting for something like that. So I think we're going to have to buy this set at some point. I don't think we can avoid it. Now inside the SI-7 headquarters, let's speak with Master Matthias Shaw.
Light bless you. For the Alliance.
This matter might be more complex than Stout Mantle realizes.
Go with honor, friend.
The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible for rebuilding Stormwind after the Orcs razed it in the First War. Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their treatment by the king after the reconstruction was complete. That just might explain a thing or two. I have written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Take this to him at once.
For the Alliance.
So once again, we are playing Errand Boy. Let's read Shaw's report. Lord Stoutmantle. Led by Edwin Van Cleef, the Stonemasons Guild was composed of the most skilled builders among men. The Stonemasons helped to rebuild the broken city of Stormwind that was razed by the Orcs during the First War. Van Cleef and his tradesmen were peerless builders, and their work in artistry was evident in their edifices of the Cathedral of Light and Stormwind Keep itself. However, the nobles of Stormwind ran up a huge debt by expanding the kingdom's military presence through Elwyn and into Stranglethorn. The massive debt crippled the kingdom's economy and stripped Van Cleef and his stonemasons of their promised rewards. After spending years toiling to rebuild the glorious city, the stonemasons were left broke, forgotten by the city's corrupt officials. Having personally known Edwin Van Cleef my entire life, I can tell you that facing him as a foe is quite a daunting task. You see, he was my childhood friend, and I personally trained him in the ways of the shadows, thinking that one day he might consider a career alongside me. If Van Cleef is heading up the Defies Brotherhood, may the light have mercy on our souls. Matthias Shaw, Stormwind Assassins Guild. I've never heard it called that before. The Stormwind Assassins Guild, SI7. And this, I had no idea that Matthias Shaw took Edwin under his wing. Although I can't say that I'm entirely surprised, I suppose. I've always known that Edwin was, very rogue-like in general, but just wasn't expecting that. Alright, so we know what our next armor upgrades are. We're going to have to choose between that and bigger bag slots, I think, at this point. But I think once we get to the 8-slot bags, it's going to be quite a long time, I think, before we decide to go up to like 10 and 12. So maybe we just get the expanded inventory out of the way now. And then we won't worry so much about it later. But first things first, let's go ahead and get those new abilities at the Cathedral of Light. And we'll check out what we've got for level 24, so that we can budget for those as well once the time comes. Spoken with Catherine a lot. Let's go ahead and speak with Lord Grayson this time. So at level 22 we've got Holy Light. I don't know how much I care about that one. I think I care about the upgrades of Flash of Light more so moving forward. We've got Seal of Justice. This one's not bad. It's got very niche uses. It's got a chance to stun on each melee attack, but releasing the seal's energy actually makes it so that enemies can't flee, which can be nice against, murlocs or other humanoid creatures that tend to run away. It's like not bad. I've actually I haven't used it too much, but Blessing of Might is clearly what we are looking for here at level 22. So we'll grab that. We'll leave everything else alone for now. I don't think it is necessary. If we're looking to save ourselves in the middle of battle, we're not going to be using Holy Light. We're going to be using Flash of Light. And I don't think anything else here matters too much.
Light bless you.
So we'll look at our level 24 abilities in a second. Let's just get this on our bar first. It's about a 20 attack power increase from what we had before, so that's pretty nice. So at 24 we get nothing from the Holy Tree. Actually, I lied. We get Turn Undead. We're going to pick that up because we're going into Duskwood soon. So, and it looks like we're looking at 45 silver each. I'm going to round that up to 50 just to make the budgeting a little bit easier. So 50 silver for every upgrade at 24. Blessing of Protection, I think we're going to need that. Hammer of Justice, we're going to need that. Blessing of Salvation's 26, we don't even care about that anyway. And we're looking at nothing for Retribution. Retribution, ironically, as the big damage dealing tree, you really don't get anything out of this tree apart especially since we're not running talent, so we're not running Seal of Command either. Like, we're really in this tree specifically for Blessing of Might and basically nothing else. I mean, Seal of the Crusader we'll pick up at some point, I think. But yeah, unless we pick up Seal of the Crusader at some point, we're not picking up anything in Retribution until 32. So that's quite a long time away, so that's good. So yeah, it looks like we're looking at 3 abilities here. So we're going to need a gold and a half for our level 24 abilities. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Greetings.
Interesting, we can pick up the Tome of Valor from Tetherian again. I thought we already did this one, but yeah, so I think we'll leave that one alone. Yeah, I thought level 24 would be a lot more expensive, but a gold and a half, we've already got that, so... And we've still got a level and a half to go before we have to worry about picking those up, so... let's go ahead and grab ourselves 3 more 8-slot bags. I'm pretty sure they cost around 25 silver each. So I think that should be fine. I think we can get them from the general goods vendor back in the trade district. I'm just going to see when we get our next weapon upgrade as well while we're here.
Looking for something specific?
Just so I am aware. Alright, so that's interesting. I don't know when we're getting our next upgrade because I don't see any upgrades from the typical vendors here. Interesting. Yeah, so we're going to have to find a different vendor that's going to sell higher level weaponry. Or we're just going to have to get lucky with drops, I guess, with like the gray items that we could get off of enemies. Let me just check my quest log real quick, make sure that we don't have anything else. I think we're all set. Our Hearthstone is now at the Deepwater Tavern over in Menethil Harbor, so we're going to go ahead and take the flight path back to Westfall. We'll turn in our quest with Stout Mantle, and we'll go back to treasure hunting.
King's honor, friend.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about the bags. All right. Well, I think we can do that over in Sentinel Hill. So we'll do that once we get there. All right, let's see. Probably not trade supplies. I think we got to go over to the the inn for the general goods vendor.
You need something?
Unfortunate. No bags for us, I suppose.
I buy and trade.
That's right. It's not, there's no rush on it. We've done a pretty decent job so far of maintaining our inventory. This is definitely enough for the time being. We're constantly having to go back to whatever questing hub or town is nearby in order to make sure we're all restocked anyway. We can check the quartermaster real quick before we speak with Stoutmantle.
I supply only the finest goods.
Okay, here we go. Brown leather satchel, 22 silver, 50 copper apiece. I am okay with that. Let's drag those in and then we'll vendor these. Awesome. Take a good look at these bags because I think we're going to have these ones for a very, very long time. Can't see us upgrading those anytime soon.
What can I do for you?
Right, Grind Stoutmantle, here is Shaw's report.
Light bless you.
Edwin Van Cleef, I know the name well. To think that a man so industrious and talented could turn into such a scoundrel unnerves me. I need further proof before I believe this.
For the Alliance.
We need to discover the location of the Defias hideout. Sedalian, my scout reports that a Defias messenger has been seen on the roads between Moonbrook, the Gold Coast Quarry, and the Jangalode mine. I want you to capture him. If he resists, kill him and bring me whatever he is carrying.
Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, this is a very infamous quest, especially for a fresh server such as this. Luckily for us, we are going to be traveling the road anyway. So at least we'll have a chance to find him, but yeah, with so many players on these fresh servers, the chances of that messenger being alive at some point is pretty slim, I would say. So we're going to cut across the hills here, and we're going to go right outside Moonbrook again, and then we'll head north. I can't remember if the messenger passes through Moonbrook itself. Like in theory, he could be like in town. Or if he just stops right here at the crossroads. I think we'll just move on in any case. up on the chimney again. See if we have better luck this time. So far, not looking too good. So odd. You'd think like even if it did disappear, you'd think it'd come back pretty quickly on these fresh servers. They seem to make everything respawn back in pretty quickly, but we may never finish our treasure hunt, unfortunately. So yeah, I just can't think of another spot where there would be that would fit the description. Trying to see if like any piece of this is like interactable for some reason. East up the bluffs, east to the road, look for the old chimney ruins near the side of the road. Aha! Okay, we found a broken barrel. You know what? And there's a skull in it. So maybe I am just blind. I usually when something's like broken like this, like an object, it's not interactable, but in this case it is. So alright, I'm glad I saw that. Good work, treasure hunter. And sorry if I made you guys crazy, if this was actually here the whole time. The first time around. Searching through the barrel, you discover another piece of parchment. This one reads, "Now from this here barrel, face ye north. Straight as the crow flies, keep walking till you see the empty jug next to the lone windmill on the sea bluffs. If you poke around that jug, you might just find what you're looking for." Alright, straight north. Empty jug next to the lone windmill on the sea bluffs. Oh, I think I accept the quest. Very well. I think during that process, I'm pretty sure the messenger didn't pass us or anything. We'll head up to the mines first. I mean, we're heading north anyway. I think that's where we're going to find the windmills. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll find that messenger. See the windmill to our left. It's convenient that we had to head up this way anyway. We've got some gravestones over here on the side of the road. One of them appears to have been dug up. I think this is probably as far as the messenger is going to go. And I do not see him. So we'll have to leave that one alone. Not too surprising though. That's not one that I'm counting on being able to complete. this windmill is by itself. Looks like it. Might have to clear out a couple of knolls here and there. Looks fine for the most part. And we are looking for a jug. That looks like a jug to me. It's a pretty nice spot. So they're taking you to some pretty scenic locations, I would say. You're on your way to the jackpot, treasure seeker. Sure enough, deep within the old jug, there's another clue to Sanders' treasure. The ink has run in some places and the paper smells like whiskey, but you can make out some of the text. Now that you've found my old whiskey jug, you're almost to the treasure. Just face west from the bottle, walk down to the shore. Once you get to the water, keep going. Swim straight west till you find the island with me treasure chest. Very cool. Oh, of course. Really? An 8-slot bag. Oh, no. That is unfortunate. So we did not have to buy one. We'll replace the other 8-slot bag that we got with this just because I think it's cool to carry this around with us as a little treasure. We get a shirt with this as well. The shirt doesn't appear like it doesn't really look like anything with our current armor, but we'll hold on to that as well. Otherwise, we just got some stuff to sell, but man, if I knew we were getting an 8-slot bag out of that, I would not have spent 22 silver on one. So we're looking directly west of here. Yeah, I'm assuming it's this island over here, right? It's gotta be. Right behind the ship. Alright, that was a ton of fun. Oh, it looks like we have all the clues still in our bags. Hopefully we can get rid of those once we complete this. But this was super fun. I cannot remember the last time I did this quest. It had to have been, 17 years ago maybe. Whenever TBC was. Super awesome view of the sunset on the way there. Check our quest log real quick, see what we're gonna go next. I'm assuming it's probably gonna end up being Red Ridge. We've got a couple of easier stuff to do there. And hopefully that stuff at Red Ridge can take us to level 23. That would be ideal. And then I think we'll be ready to take on Ashenvale first, as the first 20 to 30 zone. The hinges on the old chest are rusty, but they still work. You force the chest open and take the booty. Congratulations. What a cool quest. Let's go ahead and equip this where the blue leather bag slot is so that we can have it. And I don't think we're going to get rid of this one either, so that's cool. We'll keep the captain's shirt as well. We'll throw it into the bank with the other shirts, and it looks like these clues are probably useless for us now. So I guess we'll just go ahead and delete these. That's for Darkshire. File of Scrying. I don't even remember what this item was for. Might have been for Darkshore. We do have to go back to Darkshore as well. Yeah, that's probably exactly what it was for. All right, guys. And you know what? I think that is going to do it for me for today. Let's get this sunset in the background. Really awesome episode. Really happy with everything that we progressed on. Really happy we got through that treasure hunt as well. In the next one, I think we're going to be heading to Red Ridge. We'll do as much as we possibly can there, and then if we run out of stuff to do, we'll probably go to Darkshore. It'll be like Darkshore and Ashenvale will be the next couple things that we work on, I think, as we start to push towards our mid-20s. But in the meantime, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.